Hi Aries, Trishna here. Welcome to your November 2019 general reading. So what I'm feeling for you is I feel like you're in a really good, energetic, spunky, enthusiastic place. While the rest of the world are winding down for the end of the year, I feel like you are just ramping up. So the rest of us are thinking, oh, it's the end of the year. It's time for us to wind down. It's time for us to bring things to a close. In your mind, it's almost like it's the beginning of the year. You have that kind of energy and passion and outlook for the future. And so you're really just getting started. You're not slowing down at all. I feel like this month there's going to be an obstacle that may come your way. And I feel like you're already aware of it. So I feel like maybe if you are in a work situation and you're working on a project, or maybe you're trying to close a customer, or you're trying to negotiate some kind of deal, or you're trying to woo somebody, I feel like you know that something could go wrong. You could lose the deal. You could mess up in the negotiation. A project could have something that comes in and thwarts it and affects deadlines and timelines. So I feel like there's something that you are working on or that's coming up, and there could be an issue around it. I don't feel like you're worried about it at all. I feel like you are preparing for it. I feel like you have contingency plans and backup plans, and you're planning how to deal with the situation should things not go your way, but you're not worried about it. I feel like you have this really positive outlook, like we were talking about before, and you're just in this really good mental place. I feel like you're excited to meet this challenge and overcome it. It feels like a fun puzzle, a fun game, a fun challenge for you. And so this is not something that you are worried about or concerned about. You're planning for it, but you're not worried about it. And the reason why you have this amazing outlook is because you have grown so much this year, Aries. I know a few months ago, several months ago, maybe 6 months ago, we talked about how you have some new rules of life that you have discovered that you can just use in any situation. Just use those rules, follow them, and you will have success. And I feel like that's part of why you are in this really good place, this really confident place where you know that there could be an obstacle for you, but you're not worried about it and you're planned for it and you see it as this fun, positive challenge, is because you have these rules in place that have been working for you and they're still working for you. And because you have these rules in place that bring you success, that allow you to know how to deal with any situation, it's easy for you to handle obstacles and see it in a positive, fun light because it's like, well, I know I can overcome this. It's just a matter of using my rules or figuring out the puzzle. And so that's why you're just in this really good place. You've just grown so much this whole year and it's just absolutely amazing. So congratulations to you, Aries. Like, you've just grown so much and now you're reaping the benefits and the rewards, and you can deal with basically anything that comes your way. Now, how I see this potential obstacle of yours playing out is, the advice I'm getting for you is don't judge things by how they first fall into place. So if there's a customer that you're trying to woo or that you're trying to close a deal with, that you're meeting with, you're wooing them, you're taking them out to lunch, you feel like things are going really well, you're overcoming any kind of objections that they might have, you're aware that they can still have objections and you're preparing for that type of situation, your customer may actually decide that they're not interested at first, or they may decide that they want to wait until next year before they actually close a deal with you. Their first reaction may be, you know what, not right now, or I'm not really interested. Don't get discouraged. You're not going to, because you're just in this high vibe and you're just going to see it as this fun challenge. But just the guidance I'm telling you is don't get discouraged by that. Don't judge how the outcome is going to be based off of that, because I feel like in a few days, a few weeks at most, but I feel like 2 days at most, maybe 2 weeks, they're gonna change their mind and they're gonna come back and say, like, you know what, I'm actually interested in this. I just needed some time to think about it. Let's make this happen. And I think you're gonna be able to close the deal, or you're gonna overcome whatever timeline situation, whatever happens to a project that affects your timeline, or if somebody on your project drops out and do you suddenly need somebody to fill that void, it's gonna work out. Whatever you are working on right now, whatever project it is that you're working on right now that could fall through in some way and you're aware that it can, it's going to end up working out the way that you would like it to work out. The other thing for you to know is that the universe is on your side. You can't be in this good of a mood, have this positive of an outlook and this positive of a mentality, and the universe not be there to back you up. So the universe is on your side, and I feel like that's something that you needed to know. You probably already know it, but I feel like you needed maybe to hear it. So there you go. And the other thing is that I'm getting is that success will be yours. And I mean this not just in the short term, but in the long term as well. And the thing about that is, I feel like you don't really know what that means for you yet. What does success mean for you? You don't know what that looks like. You don't know necessarily what you want in the long term. Right now, I think you're focusing more on day to day and what's coming up now, the projects that you're doing right now, your life as it is. If you're in a career, you're just focusing on the career right now. You're not thinking about the next step. Maybe if you're thinking about the next step, maybe you're thinking about a promotion, but you're not thinking about any career changes, any moves, the really bigger picture just yet. So, when I say that success is going to be yours, and I mean that especially in the long term. And that is the case even though you may not know what that means for you yet. You don't know how you define success yet or what changes you're going to make, but you need to know that whatever it is, success will be yours. You don't need to know what success looks like. You only need to hear today that it's going to be yours, whatever it is. So, and you will find whatever it is. It will be clear to you in maybe a month or maybe 2 months. You will have an idea of what success is for you, where you want to go next, where your career is going to, what direction it's going to take, what accounts you're going to be on. Maybe right now you're working on a certain account at this point in time at work, and you're excited about it. What's basically what we've been talking about. You're dealing with a customer, you're excited about it, you like it, and you have no idea right now that you're going to be put on a bigger account. And that is your next step. That is your next destiny. You don't know that right now, but that could be an example of your life taking you towards what your success will be and how you will define it. And so that's something that you need to know, is that success is yours. And that's all you need to know right now. It's all going to work out. It's all going to fall into place. You don't have to know what success means right now. You will soon. It's going to show itself to you, and you're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be so fun. The puzzle that you think you're solving right now, you're enjoying so much, just wait until you get a bigger puzzle. It'll be more complicated, and that will be a lot more fun for you. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much, Aries, for watching this video. I am doing extended readings. If you're interested in that, you can access that at my Patreon link at the end of this video. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. We're going to go into more detail on your current situation, any blocks that are in your path. We're going to release that and see what your future potentials look like once we have released those blocks. So if you're interested in that, I will see you there. If not, thank you so much for watching. Again, please leave me a comment if you have anything you'd like to share. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.